Next news, out of Delhi, India, dozens brutally attacked in Delhi University after opposing anti-Muslim citizenship law. So around 200 masked men from a right-wing Hindu national group stormed a university, attacking professors and students with wooden sticks and stones. Okay, this was at the JNU University. JN University, and majority of the students there vocally opposed the new anti-Muslim citizenship law. Okay, so the people who came in were the right-wing people who were for it, according to this news article. The exact number of injured people is unknown, but it said that there are around 20 people who are seriously injured and 50 with minor wounds. But the article also mentions that a lot of female students were targeted and attacked worse than the male students. So this has a lot of different controversy. I think I'm almost positive if Armin pulls up the first comment, it's going to be that this is fake news. We're terrible people for reporting on it. So I did try to get some background. I know Shubham is going to have a ton of background for us on this, but some people are trying to make this a registration issue. And this isn't about this at all. Shubham, do you know what's going on with that?
Before Shubham answer, Rivka, can you do you have like the papers that you have in front of you? Can you spread them all out so you don't have to flip them? Sorry.
Oh yes, yeah, sorry.
Go on, Shubham.
Okay, so the first thing I want to clear is like many people from India will be saying like this incident didn't happen at Delhi University. Okay, here's the thing. By Delhi University, this article is from UK. They mean a university in Delhi, not the Delhi University. It's Jawaharlal Nehru University, JNU. And this did happen. There are lots of videos, live videos. There are even right-wing groups have claimed to have attacked and stuff like that. Also, it's like the Delhi police, okay, the national capital region, Delhi, it doesn't have BJP, the Hindu right-wing group, as its government. It has another left-wing government, but the police, the Delhi police, they are controlled by the center, which is the BJP. And the police didn't take any action against them. Like JNU, I've gone to JNU, okay, I've been to JNU lots of times, and it is supposed to have the police guarding it. It is supposed to have like guards and stuff, and there were zero police. Even if there were police, they just ignored a bunch of people.
Hey, Shubham, are you there? Guys, did we lose Shubham?
It looks like he's
frozen.
He's frozen. But just to be clear, for people that don't know what BJP is, because Shubham always assumes that people know what we're talking about. BJP is the Hindu nationalist Hindutva party that is in power right now in India. And ever since they've risen in power, India is becoming more and more right-wing. More and more secularism is dying in India. And India is becoming a Hindu version of Pakistan, and this story is just another example of that. But Shubham, I think we have you back. Continue.
Yeah, I had you on for the whole time. I don't know what happened to me. Okay, so where was I? The Delhi police.
Yeah, the Delhi police stood down because like they just let
they just didn't do anything. Like a bunch of terrorists, because they are under BJP control.
They are under BJP control.
They are under the central government, and the central government is BJP. So, and the attack was like mostly by ABVP, which is like the students' wing of the BJP.
So these were the students that were protesting the new laws, which is
JNU. Okay, so the thing with JNU is it's like a university. It's like a very free university. The students are quite educated, and the people who oppose JNU are like, okay, they have too much of freedom of speech. They speak about anything, and it's true. It's they have freedom of speech, so they speak anything. And the right-wing people, they don't like when they voice their own opinions. And JNU is always involved in anything unconstitutional by the government. They always protest against the government. And that makes the government very angry. Like Modi and JNU, they have a history of fighting each other.
Yeah, okay. Just to be clear, though, these students were protesting a law that is taking away, changing India's nature, India's secularist nature. Okay, they're making a law that gives priority to Hindus and other religions that are not Muslim to become citizens in India. And this is basically because it's based on religion. It's completely against India's own constitution, and is challenging secularism, which what set apart India from Pakistan. By the way, we got
this law is, by the way, in
It's not a law yet, though, isn't it? Just
it
a
is.
bill?
It is law.
Oh, it got passed?
It is
Okay.
in effect. Yeah, it got passed. It became an act, and it has been in effect for the past 2 days.
but it's being appealed.
It is being protested by the majority of the country, by the vast majority. But the government just doesn't want to listen. The government said, no,
Yeah.
you guys are just stupid. We are gonna still impose this on you.
So we have these far right Hindus that will come to the comment section, and some other Hindu apologists. They're like, fake news, this isn't happening. And yet we have so many other, not just Indian citizens, but a lot of other Hindus that are saying, yeah, this is happening. Like, we have millions. I'm not exaggerating to say millions.
Okay.
Wait,
I mean,
let me finish the sentence.
Yeah, okay.
We have millions of Hindus coming and saying this is nonsense, this is unfair to Muslims, this is not secularism. We want secularism in India. And this is not just by atheists or Muslims in India. This is by millions of other Hindus that are saying, yeah, this is happening, and somebody should stop it. And yet, these Hindu right-wing people, they're like robots. I don't know if they're real, because they just show up in, how many of them? They come and say fake news. And anybody that doesn't know what's happening in India, they might just look at it and think like, wow, so many people from India are saying this is fake news. These hosts must not have any idea what they're talking about. I mean, and it works. But go on, Shubham.
Okay, so what I was saying is, the ABVP, I was saying, the students' wing of the right-wing party, they're on their screenshot of a WhatsApp group they were chatting on, like they were discussing how they would attack this university. The screenshots are viral all over the internet. Okay.
Go check it out, guys. If you think we're making this, but first of all, the link is in the description. The link is in the description to every news that we covered. The link is in the description. And what Shubham just mentioned, if you think this is fake news, just go check it out. Go on.
Yep. Okay. Then there's this another Hindu organization. They're called the Hindu Raksha Dal, which means the Hindu Protection Group, kind of like that. They have said, okay, we have organized this attack.
Oh, Shubham got frozen again. Let me see what we have. Actually, the top comment is, let me see if Ali was right. You don't know the basic things about what happened. Don't rely. Okay, the top comment is, Ali, you're right. The top comment is saying this is fake news.
Fake news.
Actually, it's very interesting. So the second comment is actually saying not only this is real, it's showing a screenshot of them, the Hindu Raksha Dal, actually taking responsibility for it. They wouldn't have dared if this. Yeah. So both the number one top comment and the number two top comment are from India, by Hindus from India. I mean, at least the name suggests that they're from India. And the first one is saying this is fake, with a screenshot to prove that this is fake. And the second one is also saying this is real, with a screenshot to prove that this is real. This is amazing. So let me see what the person that this is saying this is fake is saying. Come on, guys. You don't know the basic things about what has happened. Know some basics. Don't rely on your media and #Telegraph does this bullshit again. I don't know. That's why we call them, what? Prostitutes? Oh, prostitutes. There's a play on words.
Oh,
prostitutes. Okay. This is so clear what type of media you have. The same set of media is what we have. This is how they do the news. This clash is not against the CAA. This is another issue. Students were protesting against fee hike, but the leftists are stopping the students who still want wants to, by the way, the bad grammar is not me, I'm just reading it, to apply for exams, and they started attacking the right-wing students. Now the right-wing retaliated. One of the WhatsApp chats shared by our head of the prostitutes proved that the phone number belonged to the Congress party man who incited the clash. So that's the first comment. The second, Shopam, you can respond to that. But this guy is saying, this Vish Hall is saying that not only this is real, he has a screenshot of somebody from ANI, I don't know what that is, Hindu Raksha Dal or Hindu Protection Group, they are claiming that this happened, that they did this, and they committed the violence. And he's saying the reason why they're so open about it is because they know that they're protected. So, Shopam.
Yeah, I'm back. Okay.
So what do you say? What do you say to the first guy that's saying this is fake news? These leftists, this wasn't even about the bill. This was about something else.
I'll come to that. Let me finish what I was talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, so like I said, there has been screenshots of the WhatsApp group of how this attack was organized. There has been a Hindu group, right-wing group affiliated to the BJP, saying like we have organized this attack, and there have been CCTV footages of people whose faces completely match that of the members in the AVVP, which is the right-wing students group. And it's still, even after that, the police are saying we have no evidence who conducted this attack, and so we can make no arrests. And there has been zero arrests, nothing. There has been no arrests of anyone. Like everyone who attacked the university, the students, all of them went free.
Wait, these people are not saying this attack didn't happen. They're saying that the attack happened, but it was because of something else. So they're still admitting that right-wing Hindu people went and beat the hell out of some leftist students.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like I said a while ago, the JNU students, they protest against different things by the government. And recently, JNU also protested against a fee hike. Okay, so the students used like the JNU fees. It's really low. How it should be, I think, education should be free or like have really low price and stuff. And so the JNU has that. But the government recently, Modi government, declared that okay, so we are not having this. JNU fees must go higher because the students need to pay lots of money for the government to make lots of statues. Yeah, so and the JNU students, they protest.
Wow, you got frozen again. So wait, is he saying that they protested the fee hike and the anti-Muslim citizenship law at the same time? Is that your understanding?
So my understanding of what other people are saying about this attack is that this had nothing to do with the citizenship bill. This had everything to do with a registration issue at that university. So that's the side that the people who hate this news and say no, there's no such retaliation. This law is fine. No one's retaliating against it. This is something completely different.
Right.
So that's what we're saying.
Shopam, really fast because we need to move on. How do you know that this was about the anti-Muslim citizenship law and not the?
It was against different things, okay? And the anti-Muslim citizenship law, this was against this, and also there have been protests against other stuff. Like
right. So,
in India, the protests are not about one single thing usually.
Right. So the short answer is just because they had another protest about the fee hike, that doesn't mean they didn't also have a protest against the anti-Muslim citizenship law, right? Seems like the simple answer.
Atheists are under attack in many places. If they were Christians, their voices would be heard. If they were Jews, their voices would be heard. If they were Muslims, their voices would be heard. But they are atheists, and not many seem to be listening. Let's make it difficult for them to ignore us. We have built a global community, and now we are tearing down geographic, cultural, and language barriers so we can find each other and support each other. In the last decade, we have built the largest atheist community in the world. Now we're doing the same in other languages. With your help, we have started Atheist Republic in Persian and Arabic.
انضميت مؤخرا لأسرة Atheist Republic وحيصير عندي بودكاست باللغة العربية.
As we grow, we can dedicate more time, staff, and resources to start doing the same in Spanish, Portuguese, Malay, Bengali, Urdu, Hindi, and other languages. We are providing community, support, informative content, and amplifying the voices of those who need protection, especially in countries where people feel isolated simply for their lack of belief. We want to be there for them, and we are only getting started. Help us get there. Check in the description for ways you can support our projects.